Hey everyone, Andang here for some more Lord of the Rings Online. Yes, it's once again that time to make our way back into LOTRO. Hopefully you guys have been missing me. I know I've been missing all of you. Hopefully I'm not just dust in the wind or something like that. Oh my goodness. Yule Festival's here. And yeah, Christmas has come and gone since I've streamed last. The entire month of December basically has come and gone since I streamed last, because the last time I streamed LOTRO was back in like mid-November. For those that don't know, I closed on a house at the end of November, and turns out incredibly time-consuming to buy a house. Turns out it's unbelievably time-consuming. Also, new office. I have an office, for one thing. It's not just a bedroom, it's an actual, like, well, technically it is a guest room, but we're using it as an office with a closet. Oh, goodness. Alright, I think when we last left off, we needed to talk to Bevan. Bevan. It's France. Bevan, the god of the glorious city of Mosward, here in Middle-earth. Bevan shall bring us all victory. And yeah, moving is crazy as well. Plus, like, home repairs, because they didn't fix everything. And like, I had a hole in my wall at one point. If you're curious, check Discord. Oh man, it was crazy. Anyway, let's continue with Bevan.
I'm afraid things will get out of hand.
I have heard a rumor that the children of Mosward have been giving each other increasingly dangerous dares and challenges, and I am worried that these may get out of hand, if they have not already. None of the town guards will be able to learn anything. You know how children are. Perhaps an outsider, especially since you're a halfling, will be able to learn something. Several children lingered outside the provisioner's storehouse a few minutes ago, and it could be one of the provisioners overheard some of their talk. We need to get to the bottom of this before someone gets hurt. Brawler.
Brawlhalla does not work with a French accent, turns out. Alright. Oh my goodness. The Last Dare. You're MK then? Yes! LOTRO Academy was awesome. I am still friends with Pineleaf and Brannick. I actually almost visited Brannick in person. I was outside, this is going to sound weird, but I was outside of his apartment. We were going to meet up, but turned out he got tied up with other things and couldn't make it happen. But almost met Brannick in person. I've never met anyone from LOTRO players or anything else in person, but I did go to the first Myth Moot that the Tolkien professor did, Dr. Corey Olsen, when we saw the first Hobbit movie, back before we knew the quality of said Hobbit movies. And that was one of the most fun things I think I've ever done. Highly recommend, if you ever have a chance to meet up with people IRL, assuming, you know, they're not sick with COVID or something, you know, do it. It's awesome. I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure Pineleaf is still doing LOTRO Players news. I haven't checked in a while. Let me actually pull up LOTRO Players right now and see if they're still having new episodes. Yeah, it looks like they had episode 490 on December 19th. I'm guessing they took a week off for Christmas. But yeah, if you haven't already, check out LOTRplayers.com. And there's a podcast called LOTR Players News that I used to be on for like the first 200 episodes, I think. I want to say. Something like that. It's continued to go on for quite some time. Anyway, let's continue on The Last Dare.
What I would not give for a moment's peace.
A group of children? Aye, I saw 'em. They were hoping to get their hands on as much cheese as possible, which seemed a little odd to me. I did not give them as much as they requested, but I thought one small block from the storehouse each would be fine.
Murder in Panda. Welcome, welcome. Murder in Panda. We have some rules here. I don't know if you knew this, but we don't go with that. Sorry, Murder in Panda.
Those kids have been through a lot. What with the Uruk raid on Mosward and all, I have seen few problems that could not be helped with cheese.
Hold up. Those kids have been through a lot. What with the Uruk raid on Mosward. And I have seen few problems that could not be helped with... Yeah, that's what he said. Alright, I thought maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I didn't understand what he was putting down. But no, he's just a crazy dude. Yeah, the mind of Sheogorath over here. No kidding. Skyrim reference there. Perhaps the girl Allah will tell you what the children intend to do. Okay. I gotta say, I'm a little bit weirded out by this cheese plot. Like, do we have some Jim Gaffigans going on here? Like, what is going on?
You had better get going, I think. So long.
What are you doing here, Brawler? I thought you would have left Mosward by now. You had better get going, I think. So long.
How awesome would it be if Allah was just a hobbit and not even a child at all? And just nobody knows. That would be a great quest if you like found a hobbit and everybody thinks it's a kid, but then we all know like hobbit.
You stand your ground and ask...
Oh. You stand your ground and ask Allah why the children of Mosward needed so much cheese from the storehouse. Her eyes grow wide, and a panicked expression crosses her face.
We aren't in trouble, are we? It's just that we finally managed to turn the tables on the town bully, and you helped us do it. If we're in trouble, I think you should be also. It's only fair.
Wait, hold on. Are you like,
well, if you tell someone, then we'll all tell on you. And then the town of Mosward will rise against Brawlhalla, and you shall be jailed for all eternity. And then who will save Middle-earth? After all, Middle-earth needs saving. You're the hero. But if these poor children can't do whatever diabolical, disastrous thing they will do with their cheese, then you'll be jailed.
Alright, this is getting a little crazy. Yeah, this is the new intro region here in LOTRO.
You see, there's a boy named Dai, and he's always challenging us to dares. And if we don't complete them, we look like cowards. He's always asking me to run to places very fast, see an item he left there, and then come back to town. And if I don't describe the right item, he'll know I didn't do it.
You point out to the girl that she didn't complete any of the dares, since she got the information from you instead. But that Dai apparently did go to each of those places first to leave the items.
I feel like this just means I'm very smart. Wouldn't you say? But because we've completed those last 2 dares, don't argue with me. It still counts. Then Dai has to fill his pockets with cheese and walk through Mosswad.
You ask the girl if she has considered that she might be the town bully after all. And she tips her head to one side, considering it.
Huh, no, I don't think so. But I'll think it over.
Given Mossward's recent rodent problem, Dai could be in real trouble. Yes, the famous rodents might haul him off or something, I don't know. Whatever rodents do. Only in LOTRO are they like, yes, beware the rodent problem. It could escalate to a World War III in Middle-earth. Here's Dai. Uh-oh. Dai. Dai, why do you got a health pool? That's not, and your name's Dai, like, this is not gonna go well.
Rats! There's rats everywhere!
Ah! They were following me until I gave them the slip.
What kind of a voice?
Oh no! They're all coming back!
This dude's crazy. But thankfully he's got Brawler. With his literal fireball punch. Like, did you guys see that earlier? I punched him with a fireball.
Ah, thank you, stranger. I give up. No more dares for me.
That was one of the weirdest quests I've ever done in LOTRO, and that's saying something. Because there are some... Oh, Dai, you're back. Hey, buddy, definitely not talking about you. How many... This has to be the most pigs I've ever seen in a single spot in LOTRO. This guy's like, aye, that's a lot of pigs. They don't even got a pen. This town is so safe, they don't even put their pigs in a pen. I'm just saying, even like nice Swedish towns in like the middle of nowhere put their pigs in a pen. You guys don't understand like how... Did I say Swedish? I meant to say Swiss. You guys don't know how many, how nice this town must be. But the nervous goats and the cows, oh man, they put them inside a pen for sure.
Is it true that Dai was almost eaten by rats? That's really amazing!
What? Not scary, not terrifying, but amazing. We see where your head is. Okay, I think that they're right and that this really is the town bully. Like, what the heck? Oh my gosh. Insanity is what's going on here. This is like a whole other level.
Is it true that Dai was almost eaten by rats? That's really amazing, Brawler. Good job saving him, I suppose. Still, now he's got a really exciting tale to tell. Did he keep the cheese? Or did he have to give it back to the provisioners?
Oh my gosh, so she knew that there was a rat problem and gave this dude cheese? Holy crap, she is the bully. Yeah, in Fallout, to be fair, rodents are a big deal. That's true. That's true. Lost contact with the updates? So LOTRO did a huge, like, 30 level expansion at the start of the game. The first intro level expansion I think LOTRO's ever done. Just happens to be at the same time that the Amazon series is coming out, you know, same year. Just happens to be, you know, the same year as the Amazon series comes out. When they could potentially have the largest influx of Tolkien fans in their entire history, just happens to be the same time they do an early level expansion, the only early level expansion they've ever done. You know, just happens to be at the same time. It's not like they're trying to get new players by having a low level expansion or anything.
I've been thinking it over while you were gone, and I think maybe we won't challenge each other to any more dares for a while. For a while, I said. I'm not saying never. So don't think you're stopping us if you're out... if we think of a really good one. Goodbye for now, Brawler. But our paths will cross again, and we might place cheese in your pockets, and then the rodents of Middle-earth shall come and strike Brawler down.
Or, you know, something like that. Yeah, it's a brand new region for new characters. You start in the town of Mossward, and then you go over the entire town of Swan, or the entire region of Swanfleet, rather. And this whole thing is somewhere in here. Wherever Tharbad is, it's like... should be in like this area somewhere. Oh, here we go. And then they also added in Cardalon as well. Yeah, it's down here. And basically it takes place before the events of the Shadows of Angmar. So this is a prequel expansion that sets up a lot of stuff. Apparently Boromir's in this too, as well as some ring hunting. And Tharbad, which is like a huge ranger, or a famous ranger encampment. And was even more famous during when Cardalon was in one of the 3 kingdoms of Arnor that the Witch King fought a long time ago. Alright, so now what do we need? We need to collect feathers from Craven. Yeah, hey, boar. There's a Craven. I don't have any ranged attacks, do I? Well, that was easy. Just like sucker punched a raven. Alright. The wolves attack? They don't? It's the best part of like early level zones is that the things don't attack you. Yeah, so they opened the South Road finally. It'll be interesting to see how it ties in because I haven't been up there yet. At Andrath? Nice. That's really cool. Oh, super fists. What is this one? Pummel? Shattering fist? Overhand smash? Dexterous hook? Low strike? First strike? Sinister cross. Let's do the sinister cross. Oh, so sinister. Such a cross. And where do you do the intro part? If I remember right, it's like Rivendell. I don't know. We did it last stream. It's all on YouTube from like 2 months ago, but I honestly don't remember. It's been so long. Oh, it is all in Mossward? No, you're right. The intro is in Mossward. I just totally forgot. Did the Uruk-hai attack us, though? Oh, crap, they do. There we go. But yeah, this is just now our second stream in the new area. Running with the foxes. I've missed LOTRO. Alright, we need one more Craven. It's a beautiful area. There we go. We can head back to town on our trusty steed. Michael, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. All right, we're nearly back to town. Hopefully this will get us to level 6. I have high hopes.
There you are. Let us see those feathers.
You hand the feathers to Bevan, and he grimaces.
They are really quite dirty, aren't they? No matter. These will serve very nicely for making quills. See, you'd just dip this part into the ink. No. That's a bit too much. There's a bit too much give on the feather here. But perhaps, as a paintbrush. It feels like the ridges here on the end would leave streaks, doesn't it? Maybe as an arrow. See how it compares to these arrows of mine. Rather poorly, I suppose.
Bevan scowls.
Still, many fine uses. Mayhap I will put them all in a sack, and see how it serves as a pillow.
But such musings.
Oh
will
crap,
have
we
to
getting
wait,
outfits.
for winter is approaching, and autumn doesn't last.
Why do they say it like this? Lord of the Rings Online supports a robust cosmetic outfit system, which is accessible by opening your character panel and selecting the Cosmetic Outfits tab. You can easily choose an outfit, drag items into the Cosmetic Outfit slots, and toggle on the outfit for the world to see. The items will remain in your inventory, but you can bank or sell the items, and their appearances will remain on your cosmetic outfit. It's like so... First of all, they're talking about their own game in third person. Like, what game does that? That's like the first red flag of this being like the wrong message. And then it's like so... It's like they took it right out of like an IGN review or something and were like, paste. There we go. Now we got a blurb or like something from like LOTRO wiki or something. They were too lazy to write it themselves. Oh my goodness. That's what I get for actually reading tooltips. I never read the tooltips. Alright, back to our Frenchman.
But such musings will have to wait, for winter is approaching, and autumn doesn't last. If the storehouses are not stocked with salted and preserved boar meat by the time the nights turn cold, Masward will grow hungry. Unless the Uruks come back, I suppose. No, don't tell anyone I said that. It's not funny. The filthy American. But we always have need of boar meat, and we are fortunate that many such creatures dwell nearby. If you return to me with the fine cuts of boar steak, all of Masward will toast your name when winter comes.
This dude is straight up hoping for a Thanos. Oh, that was a... Goodness. I'm sweaty right now for some... There we go. This dude's straight up hoping for a Thanos. And that's like, man, most anti-population LOTRO NPC I've ever met. He's like, there's too many people in Mossward, man. Don't know how we're ever gonna feed everybody. If this guy ever saw Minas Tirith, he would just like lose his crap. Hurl object. We got ranged attacks now? Hold on. Now I'm kind of curious. We need to set up a camera angle so we can see what we're throwing. Because I'm curious. Do we throw different things? It does say object. That'd be cool if you threw different things every time. If you call chucking boots, beer steins, plates, etc. ranged attacks, oh, that's awesome. Okay, that's our range. I wish I was not in a bush so I could actually see what we're throwing. Here, oh crap, they're coming towards us. Man, we're never gonna throw anything. There's so much foliage. Oh. Alright. Alright, that was just a rock. It's so fast it's hard to see. It actually does good damage, no kidding. Just move everything down here. Second thought, let's move it all back. And then let's put that there. There we go. The butterfly. I wish more games would do little details like that. Straight up random dudes here, alright. To be fair, if a stranger just straight up threw a rock at you, I think it would hurt pretty bad. I mean, militaries literally used to have, like, guys with slings that would sling around rocks. That's the whole David and Goliath story, but, like, straight up the Roman Empire used it. Like, don't mess around with rocks, man. They're serious business. And then during medieval times, trebuchets would just find, like, big boulders and throw them at entire cities. So, I mean, don't underestimate the rocks, man. They do some serious damage. No idea if we're even in the right area. Wait. What the heck? Don't let me go on a wild goose chase. I don't know why my Hobbit gift goes way up there, but there we go. Whole lot of nothing. Urk Slayer. 1 out of 40. Swanfleet and Cardalin. So they added yet another tab to this page. Oh my goodness. I hate how instead of adding like a second row, they instead expanded out this window to have these ugly like borders that aren't filled with anything. I hate that. Alright, we're looking for boars. Looking for boars. Definitely hit him below the waist. We're not tall enough not to. A wild goat. Where shall you lead us, wild goat? Oh yes, to the tree, of course. How wild. Oh, that was a boar. That was the most epic boar fighting music I think I've ever heard. Have they again increased the draw distance? I don't remember being able to see like across rivers like that. That is beautiful. There we go. That's Tharbad? Oh, dang. It's huge. But yeah, I'm getting some like serious Gondor vibes. But it also feels very much like, what is it called? Eregion. It's like if Gondor and Eregion had a baby. Lots of wolves around here. Holy crap, we can do it while moving. Wow, we have 4 points to spend already, and we're only level 6. I don't remember there being that many points at the start, but hey. The area was Arnor, and butts up against Eregion, yeah. More colorful than Eregion? True. Alright, let's see what we got. We could increase our vitality. That's pretty good. Or we could brash invention rather. Devotees of the Brawler's art are known for their seeming arrogance. Oh, so it's a taunt skill. Okay. Or set up attacks deal more damage, or finisher attacks deal more damage, or so attack skills have a 5% chance to gain 1 bonus medal. Plus 10. So, okay. I think we'll do setup attacks doing more damage. We'll just do both. How about that? There we go. Now, quick attacks grant the buff Initiate Strength Raw Power, increasing the Brawler's damage. If a quick attack is performed while Initiate Strength Raw Power is active, the buff is instead advanced to a higher tier, to a maximum of tier 4, which increases the damage up to 25% extra damage. Quick attacks grant the buff, so we have to do quick attacks. So rapid succession of attacks can give us buffs, and those buffs can give us more damage. There we go. No, that's just battle flow. That's not whatever it said. Innate strength. Okay, we got all the boards we needed. Let's go back to town. Also, I love how you can have multiple quests now. Let's see, we got red, orange, green. We don't have the light blue. Let's do it in order. Dark blue, purple, extra purple, and white. Alright, there we go. Loot all that. Ooh, spooky music. Ponton, what's up? Such foreboding. Could you imagine playing LOTRO from this angle? Like if LOTRO was a top-down MMO? Oh my gosh. You never see very many bottom-up MMOs. Alright, we're nearly to town. Sorry, Mike. Didn't mean to assault you there. Alright, let's talk, buddy.
Very good! This boar meat should help carry Mosswood through some of the coldest winter months.
I will see this boar meat is salted and preserved, and it should help carry Mosswood through some of the coldest winter months. When belts must be tightened and plates seem lightest. I am glad of this task, at least proved helpful for the town. I have abandoned my idea of using those craven feathers. A number of uses. My wife said the number might as well have been 0 after she tried the pillow I made from them all. Bevan, you fool, she said to me. She's also French. It takes more than 8 feathers to make a pillow. And anyone who tries it with craven feathers of all things deserves the crimp it would leave in his neck. I suppose the good ideas that sprung up in autumn, well, they fall when those winter comes. I'd rather deal with the threat of Uruk warhead bands loose in this one fleet than present my wife with another one of my brand new ideas.
If was top-down and 2D like Stardew Valley, might be fine, but not 3D as it sits now, right?
I think I'll stick to guarding the town from now on. It's less damaging to my morale.
Oh, buddy. It'd be so funny if he took like a morale cut right then. Like, buddy, no. Alright, completed the Tales of Swanfleet. Oh crap, Tales of Swanfleet Advanced. Where does that lead? To Western Inandwythe. Are they planning to do a Western Inedwythe? I think they redid this map. Yeah, they definitely redid this map. This is not what Inedwythe looked like before. I don't like it. The old map, hang on. Let me look up the old map of Inedwythe. Oh, come on. The preview had the right map. Goodness. There's no, like, giant photos of it. Here we go. This is what it used to look like, well, most of it. And this is what it looks like now. So boring. Especially like Thor's Coom and stuff, it looked way better. Goodness. Alright, well, anyway, Western Inedwythe, potentially a thing coming someday. Alright, now we need to defeat the Warg at Howling Stones. If I was a Warg, I'd definitely want to live at Howling Stones. It's like the upper class Warg neighborhood.
Yes, I live at Howling Stones.
I mean, sure, there'd be a lot more growling and stuff, but definitely the upper class, like the upmost of the Warg neighborhoods. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, they definitely... Like, I don't think they're gonna go there next, per se. But, you know, I don't think anybody ever thought we'd get Cardalin. Especially after we went into Moria and everywhere else. But here we are. I mean, if LOTRO goes on enough, I think eventually they'll make everything. I hope they don't. I would much rather see a LOTRO 2 than see LOTRO just fill in everything in their own map currently. Journey back to the Shire? Probably. That would make sense. Speaking of which, I'm hoping that the Scouring of the Shire is within, like, this decade. The Warg isn't here, but you find some Warg tracks to follow. Crap, double woofs. Double woofs! Hey, there we go, battle flow. We know the next area is nowhere near Cardalin or Swanfleet. Warg tracks. The tracks continue south into the Howling Stones. Oh crap. The trail ends at a grisly scene. Perhaps the deer's body holds clues as to the Warg's whereabouts. The warg emerges from the shadows to defend its meal. I'm hurting you faster than I was the wolves. What a joke. Left our mark on the world. You have slain the warg of howling stones. Give the news to Kled? Man, out of all the people we could tell, we're telling Kled? Alright. Imagine if Gandalf was named like Kled. Ooh. Names definitely matter. Let's see, we want to go over here. Umbar would be great. Hinted at pirates. Nice. Yeah, some of the Umbar quest lines are some of my favorite in LOTRO. Sea of Rune. Nice. Yeah, I'm excited for that. That'll be super dope. If they release something like that, I will be definitely hopping back into in-game stuff. This seems to be the hill Eliri described. Okay, I don't remember it all, but look at the hilltop southwest. Oh, that'd be this way. From this vantage point, the basin through which runs the Old South Road seems mostly quiet. Alright. Mostly peaceful. Jajax is still out there, one of the best characters LOTRO's made. I don't think this is the way. I've seen a lot of ways, and that's not one of them. Nice. LOTRO points. Good deal. I don't even know how many LOTRO points I have. 1,000 apparently. Alright. Good to know. Yeah, so let's look here. Likely sea locations. Out here underneath my camera. For some reason you guys can't see my cursor. Sometimes LOTRO does that. Or OBS when capturing LOTRO. But more likely locations. Keep in mind there is like the Sea of Rune over here. So that's a potential possibility. Right here above Mordor. Or we could get the place south of Gondor called Harandir, which is in between Haran and Gondor, and then maybe continue along the coast south of central Gondor here. Or they could go over to Anfalis, to the left of western Gondor here, and continue along that route. But my guess is they're finally going to start getting into either Harad or Rune, one of the two. Let's see. There really is nothing close to either of those. Like, maybe we go there from the Iron Hills? That would make sense given the plot points that were going on there. So, the Sea of Ruin is actually really close to the Iron Hills there. That could happen. Or we could go to the Sea of Nirn, which also might be saltwater, I don't know. Interesting. Talk to Kled. Is Kled up here? Kled is up here.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad to see you were returning safely and victorious.
Elorin, what's up?
Lurking, but wanting to throw some love at
Coming
you.
in with the
Again,
38
welcome back,
months.
buddy. We've missed you.
Thank you so much. I've missed all of you guys. It's been way too long. I definitely did not mean it for it to be this long. But for like almost 3 months now, I've been like trying to get and buy the house I'm currently in, and so it's been quite the journey. But so glad that it finally happened. Not to mention the fact that I work in retail, and holy crap, it's been insane this year. I'm a front-end team lead is what they call it, and I'm over the entire like cashiers, cart pushers, all that stuff, and been super stressful. But thankfully all that's over. But man, I do not recommend working in retail and buying a house during the busiest time of the year for both of those things. Yeah, so far so good, Alurin. So far so good.
With any luck, the wolves will return to their usual selves before too long. Though it may take some time. There is something foul in the air. Do you smell it? I fear our troubles are not entirely over. Still, I think the people of Masward can breathe a bit easier now, in no small part thanks to your heroics.
Well, that's great. After connecting an existing region or leave it unconnected. Yeah, they could do unconnected. That's true. I forgot about that. But I feel like LOTRO's kind of going away from the whole unconnected thing. But it's possible they could do unconnected. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Erdlun was unconnected for that whole time. But it seems like they've mostly gone away from unconnectedness, and their whole goal lately has been to connect everything possible.
All appears quiet? That is good, but I will not relax my guard.
There are more locations to scout, for there are several places from which the Uruks, or others, of their ilk, might approach.
You know the road that passes through Swanfleet,
level
of course.
7! You can now gain a hobby. Open your hobby panel via the start menu under character. View the hobby panel to learn where the hobby masters are located. You will want to visit a hobby master if you wish to learn more about the hobbies or participate in a hobby. You know the road that passes through Swanfleet? Of course. It begins on this side of the old city of Tharbad and runs east past the Wade Water until it reaches Inidwythe. There are not as many travelers along it as once there were, but Maswad is still a sheltered place of rest for those who come this way. Might it also serve to speed Uruks and other orcs on their raids?
will you follow the tracks that run from the north gate of Moswad until it meets up with the road? Once there, I would appreciate if you took a look, as you did before. You should be able to see both east and west for quite a distance. And if there are more raiders about, you might see them. Of course, we're asking the shortest person possible to go look and see if they can see over the giant hills. I mean, let's be real, chat. I can't see anything. Like, come on. Hey, we got a milestone. Would you looky there? Looks like the camera is in on your knees. Nope, that's just how stinking short hobbits are, man. Or how high the foliage is, I suppose you could say. Because the camera definitely goes to our head. Also see if the devs can keep the next area hidden. We already saw big landscape changes before Cardinal and Swanfleet was announced. True. This meeting of ways is the one Ellery described. Okay, let's go back. Portions of the road are overgrown and lack cobbles, but you see no sign of raiders. I honestly thought that was a quest for a second, because it was bright orange. Not used to the old school copper from the early level areas. You know, it's pretty smart to do like a low level expansion because you don't need any new crafting tiers. You don't need like any of that stuff. It's very easy. Don't need any new like LI levels or any of that stuff. Just keep it simple, man. Like, if they're going to do quote-unquote mini expansions, make them all be early level stuff. Scald's Drop in the Iron Hills? Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be the most obvious spot too. Plus, that's where all the refugees were coming from anyway. I don't know if you remember the, like, long trail of Easterlings. Need to get back behind.
You say you saw no sign of Uruk warbands along the road? These are good tidings.
For it means the road is still a boon for Moswad, and not a bane, as I feared it might become. That road has been key to Moswad's survival for my entire life, Brawlhalla. The portion of it we know begins at Tharband. And although the road itself is broken in places, and obscured by foliage, it runs through Swanfleet and passes into the Inindwyth. From there it enters Dunland and leads through the Gap of Rohan, and continues on into Gondor. They say it passes Minas Tirith and eventually ends at a port city along the coast, although I have never journeyed in that land. But I have. North of Tharband, the road has another name. It is called the Green Way, and only Minaldir's people are like to remember
when it and our own Old South Road were one in the same. The North-South Road between the kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor. That was long ago. Excuse me. Even by the reckoning.
I have one more request of you, and then I will be satisfied.
Holy paragraphs, Batman. This may be never English. This may be more dangerous than your earlier scouts. And if you hesitate to accept this task, I will understand. The old city of Tharbad is to the northwest of Maswad. It has not been the thriving center of trade it was during the height of earlier kingdoms for hundreds of years. It has been abandoned ever since floodwaters took the last of its great bridges. Illyri raises an eyebrow. Abandoned by good folk, Brawler? Has it become a den of uruks? Is that from where the Madthrung's raiding band came? This, then, is my dangerous request. I ask that you go to the gates of Tharbad and look for sign of the insignia he bore. The mark of the White Hand. Beware, if Tharbad is truly held by forces of evil, you may be better served by keeping from their notice and not engaging in battle. Tharbad is to the northwest of Maswad. Go just to the gate, mind you, and no further. Gormson, defender of the free peoples. Alright, looks like we're going all the way back over there. And so begins the great traveling on LOTRO. Man, we got a bunch of junk. We got all the Before the Shadow stuff. Steed of Starlight. I wonder if those are they account bound? No, it's bound to Brawlhalla. Alright. Let's see what this Steed of Starlight looks like. Skills. Mounts. Oh. That's pretty cool. Doesn't really match my outfit though. Mural alcove. Almost to Tharbad. I like how we've seen... Oh, I guess we're supposed to read this. Okay, random Eric speak. Prologue. Back in Maswad. We should have been doing that a long time ago, apparently. Oh, goodness. Probably did a lot of backtracking for no reason, but hey. Or we'll have to soon. But that's okay. This seems to be the location Illyri described. The harsh cries of orcs can be heard within Tharbad, but you see no markings of the White Hand. What if we do go inside? Oh crap, level 14s? Yeah, I think we'll stay out of there for the time being. It's a long way back. Turns out. I don't know why I'm making horse sounds. Alright, let's get back to camp before we lose our minds. Do I have more than one? I don't know.
Let's see if this parchment holds any clues for us.
Minildir briefly studies the crumpled parchment, but then he looks up, disappointed. I cannot read much of this. If this were an ordinary day, I would be grateful to have no reason to understand the black speech. But on this day, it is a cause for frustration. Hold, Brawler. What has happened to the Urux's blade? It did not fall far from his body, unless my eyes were somehow deceived. You hear shouts of exciting yelling of children to the northwest.
I am not surprised there are orcs crawling throughout Tharbad.
But it is good to hear you did not see the mark of the White Hand while scouting near the gate. Orc kind are always a danger to the free peoples. But it is the organization revealed by Madthrung's warband that most troubled me. We can deal with orcs, for we have before. But the Uruks of the White Hand seemed different to me. Thank you for helping ease my mind with these scouting missions, Brawler. You will always be welcome in Mosward. We could get the Iron Bracelet of Might. Or the Iron Bracelet of Agility. Or the Iron Bracelet of Will. Let's see what's most important to us. Might is very important to you. Agility, parry rating. Vitality is very important to you. Increases tactical mastery. Increases critical rating. So, pretty standard stuff. Alright. Let's investigate the cries of children to the northwest. Up over here. Whoop. Over here. Oh, crap. A crowd of children gathers around Tegwin and the vicious blade he has found. Oh, man, they got Fight Club going on over here. These kids not messing around. Look, they're all just having a great old time with the orc sword.
What do you want, stranger? No, I am not giving you this sword.
It is so much better than the wooden sword I was using before. I found it, and it belongs to me now. My father says that when you're in battle, you'll get to keep the spoils. And I stood up to those orcs even when the town guard wouldn't. If anyone should get to keep that orc's blade, it is me. Well, wait a moment. You're an adventurer, right? If you promise to help train me in the adventuring arts, maybe I'll give you the sword. I'm not saying I will. You understand? I'm saying maybe. It'll depend on how good your training is. So what's my first lesson, stranger? What is the first thing I need to know to become an adventurer?
Dagon smirks at you. Well, are you going to teach me or not? He asks.
What's my first lesson, stranger?
Alright, I guess we're going to go away and find something else. Find the defeat circle located north of Mossward. Here's your first lesson. When you die, this is where you end up, buddy. Oh my goodness. How cool would it be if, like, this dude's there because he stabbed himself? Oh man, like, I accidentally killed myself with my own sword, but now I'm in the res circle. Ha ha ha, morbid game. Tegwin considers the defeat circle. So what's this? He asks you. Let me show you. You explain that adventuring is dangerous work, and sooner or later your morale is likely to run out. When that happens, even you, the NPCs, will find yourself at one of the many defeat circles scattered around the land. How cool would it be if NPCs that died end up having to go to the res circles? And so like orcs spawn from res circles too. Or like they had their own res circles, orcish res circles. Oh man, you could have like defilers there. That'd be pretty cool. Mikkel, thank you so much for tuning in. Take care. Have a good night.
Very funny, stranger. I know that fighting is dangerous. That's why I will not fight enemies that look to be beyond my capabilities. But sometimes it's unavoidable, I suppose. And when that happens, if I'm defeated, I'll find myself at the nearest defeat circle to where I fell in battle?
Oh my goodness, we're doing the tutorial with a kid with an orc sword. What the heck? Get this prologue on the road. Get me to level 3, please, at least. I'm doing level 2 quests. I knew we had to be missing some quests. I didn't realize it was literally like prologue stuff. Scardy nods at you as you enter his shop.
Scardy spends more time fixing horseshoes than he does forging swords.
I mean no insult, Scardy, but it's true. What use does an adventurer have with a shop like this?
You explain that as an adventurer engages in combat, equipped weapons and armor sustain durability damage, and folks such as Scardy Benderblade are capable to repair them. So you can keep using them. Additionally, shopkeepers throughout Middle-earth can sell an adventurer all sorts of items and equipment that will aid you on your journeys. Scardy clears his throat and speaks up. That'll cost coin, young Tegwin. Horseshoes and swords alike. But if that raid is a sign of things to come, I think the sword might become more in demand than they have been until now. Usually we have to go talk to them. That's weird that, like, LOTR's becoming so lazy that you just talk to one person and they make it be multiple now. Equipment is important, Tegwin admits. But I want to hit something. In due time. Yes, we jump in the air. All right. This training dummy has seen its fair share of battle.
Now this is more like it.
Here we go. Why are we getting level 5 armor from a level 2 quest? Just, you know, asking for a friend.
If you impress me, maybe I'll give you this Uruk sword.
Oh dang, he put the sword in the ground. Progress is being made, Chad. Like, why when you select people do they go, like, staring into the sun of a supernova? Like, what the heck? Oh my goodness, game. This kid is so pale that the tiniest of selections makes, like, the sun come upon them. Oh my goodness. This town's pretty cool.
If you impress me, maybe I'll give you this Uruk sword.
Well, I'm ready for you to show off your combat skills. And if you impress me, I'll give you this Uruk sword. It had better be a good demonstration, or the bargain is gone.
You explain that a brawler builds their metal with basic strikes. Tegwin nods.
Interesting. Well, let's see it. That's what this training dummy is for, after all.
There we go.
That was all right, I guess.
But surely you have more powerful attacks at your disposal.
All right.
One more. Show me one more skill.
That was a decent show, I suppose.
Tegwin struggles to suppress any show of excitement.
One more. Show me one more skill of yours, and make it incredible.
Hint. Press the J key to open the traits panel. Choose specialization for your class to gain a new skill and abilities. Don't worry, you can always change your mind later. Choose specialization, use Shattering Fist, or Come At Me on the training dummy.
That was pretty good, I suppose.
Fine. You upheld your side of the bargain, Brawler. And I will do the same. Here's Madthrung's weapon, as I promised. You'll bring it back to the Ranger for me, I expect. Mother and Father will be pleased. But I still say I could have handled such a weapon.
Tegwin reluctantly hands you the Uruks blade. Thanks, Tegwin. Have fun. Don't tell your parents I told you anything. They're going to kill me.
You recovered the Uruk blade from Tegwin before he hurt himself? Very well done.
Minodir gets a faraway look in his eye and gazes over the surrounding wall of Mosward. I remember being that age, and dreaming only of adventure, of excitement. I was not so very different from young Tegwin when I was a boy growing up in the Angle of Mythael, where my people dwell. I do not judge him harshly for taking the sword, and I hope you will not either. His parents busy themselves with the work of fortifying Moswad's defenses, and I dare say they remain unaware of the boy's mischief. I will not tell them if you do not, Brawler.
I have been away from the land that was my home for many years now.
Hey, level 5 gauntlets. Nice. I was once of the Dunedain, my friend, the Rangers of the North, and one of the several charges was to safeguard these lands and the peoples from harm. The other duties, well, they are likely as far away as they have always been, and not my concern any longer. I will not speak of those today. Damn, he lost hope. But a peaceful village has been attacked, and some of its people slain. Will you help me replenish my supplies of the healing herb called Kingsfoil, and defeat any of the creatures nearby that threaten Moswad? You will know Kingsfoil by its sweet smell and the feel of its leaves. Look for it on the rolling hills to the east of the village. Prologue Chapter 3 on the Old South Road.